Now that you know what a net sheet is and why you would use one, let's get started on how to generate one. At 5 Star, we use Star Title to generate our net sheets. You can visit startitlemi.com to get here. Up in the upper right-hand corner, you will want to click Net Sheets. This will bring you to the main page of Star Title One. This is Star Title's app for generating net sheets. From here, you'll need to create an account or log in. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. So once you've logged in, it'll bring you to this page. You'll want to click up here at the top onto Seller. Once you're on this page, you'll want to begin entering in your client's information. We're going to add the address, and it will autofill, so I'll click on the address. So it automatically generates this home link, and it's estimating the annual property tax, so we're going to go ahead and accept that and say next. It's asking for an interest rate, and we won't need to input that, so we're going to hit skip. The next field is asking what type of a loan, so we're going to click on conventional. And the next field it's asking for is the sales price, so we're going to go ahead and put in $200,000. The next field, it's asking for the broker fee. You can either put in a percentage, or you can put in, if you click on the dollar amount, you can put a flat fee in. So I'm going to put in 6%. So the next field is called repairs. This is where you would put in an item that possibly you negotiated some repairs, and the seller's going to pay for those out of closing. This could be from having the furnace serviced to possibly even putting on a new roof. So we're going to put in $300 to have the furnace cleaned and serviced. The next field is the miscellaneous expense. This is anything that is not covered on this net sheet. And that could be things like a water bill or any other item that the seller might be paying for. The next field are your property taxes. You will click this Calculate Tax button, and it pops up a screen that says annual taxes and taxes paid by the seller. So we will just go ahead and say Update. And then the next field is your loan balance. So let's say on this home, we owe $95,000. We'll put that in this field. And then the next rate is what is the interest rate? So this is at 3.875. The next field is what day are you closing on this property? So I've put in the closing date. Click the compute button, and this opens up a screen that says net at close, and it shows the information that you just put in, your sales price, your loan balance, your prorated tax debit, any closing costs, and how much you're expected to net at closing. So you click on detailed closing costs, and this brings up an itemized breakdown of seller closing costs. This is showing you that the total closing cost for this transaction is $15,855.43. Below this number, it shows a detailed breakdown of where all of this money is going. So next you'll X out of here. This brings you back to the main page, which has an overview of net at closing. It shows the sale price of $200,000, your loan balance, which is $95,000, a prorated tax debit, which means this is what the seller owns for the time that they occupied the home. And then your closing costs, which we just went over in detail. And when you take the sales price and deduct these costs, we are estimating that the seller will receive net at close of $87,420.34. And that concludes Preparing a Net Sheet 101 course. If you have any questions, please reach out to your broker support team.